Thank you, Sachendra. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge Brandix Private Limited, one of the most significant partners of this Spiralation event, without whom this wouldn't have been possible. So please join me in welcoming Priyanga Dassanayake, CEO of Brandix Corporate Campus. They have been incredibly generous in supporting us throughout this journey. Let's welcome Priyanga Dassanayake.
Thank you. And it's indeed a pleasure to be here today and represent my organization. As an organization, we are always, our quest is to support Sri Lankan economy in whichever the way possible. And which is why when this whole idea was mooted last year, the likes of Oshada, then Ashraf really wanted to take this on. And we decided, okay, rather than just going on the equity round, which is the typical way forward, let's take the grant route. And which is what we did, and we're quite proud to see the 10 participants from this cohort really coming through as a result. So while Sachi really wanted to have the commitment extended, unfortunately I'm not in a position to comment on that. But Sachi and ICTA, we're willing to actually support in many other ways as well, which is why I'm personally here. So from an institution point of view, Brandix is really willing to support coaching these entrepreneurs at a very personal level. So that's something that we'd like to offer to the ICTA and the Spiralation as well. So that's something that we'd like to pledge here today. At a very personal level, we will support them by coaching them should the need arises, and that's something that we'd like to throw at the table. And also as a corporate, it's really heartening to see what ICTA is doing. And we've seen the evolution, the likes of Fas and the crowd for the longest time doing what you do during the hardest of times. And today to see so many initiatives coming out like this, that's something that's quite heartening to see as a corporate. Just like many other corporates in Sri Lanka, we're quite happy to do our part when you find institutions doing their part, because that way we know the effort, the funds that we put through is being put into good use. So that's another thing. So hats off to ICTA for doing this. All those who've been part of it for years. Some of you all are very well known names for years at ICTA. So thank you again for what you're doing for the country. So again, we're very happy to do what we've done for the Spiralation 2022-2023. Let's see what more we could do for the future, but our support doesn't really end here. We'd like to really commit ourselves in terms of working with these budding entrepreneurs, because we believe being part of the $1 Billion Club, we really want to see a unicorn being built, or rather emerging from Sri Lanka, and whatever we could do in terms of supporting that, that's something that we truly want to be part of. So in whatever the way possible. So thank you again for the opportunity to serve the community, and we'll continue to do that and support you in whatever the way, because we believe apart from funding, there's a lot of work that you need to do to build these entrepreneurs in terms of grooming them, working with them, because in this space, it's a lot to do with how do you sort of really build these individuals and their teams to take on, the bigger tasks ahead. And for that, I believe for people who come from various walks of life, we have a role to play in grooming them. So gentlemen, and ladies, we are willing to do that. That's another commitment I'd like to pledge here today. So thank you for the opportunity. And let's look at this on the demo day and what to expect. Thank you.